Hey there, everyone. This is Tad Hargrave. Welcome to another edition of the Radical Business YouTube marketing coaching series for green, conscious, holistic, community-minded businesses. And we're focusing on word of mouth right now. So we've been talking about case studies and different examples of word of mouth. Where does it work? Why does it work? And so let me give you some more examples. There's a company in Canada, I think it's also in the States now, called Lululemon. And they do kind of, stretchy fitness, yoga kind of clothes. And they're doing really, really well. But they don't spend almost any money on advertising. So how is it that they do so well? They do a few things really well. The first thing that they do is they give a 15% discount to all fitness and yoga instructors in the community. So what do you imagine that does? 15% discount. So all of these fitness instructors are now going there because they get a discount. So people start seeing their fitness instructors wearing some of the Lululemon clothes. And when they start seeing that on a lot of them, there's an incredible amount of what's called social proof, where people start kind of, if they're uncertain about what to buy, they'll look at what their peers buy or people they respect buy. So there's one thing they do. The second thing they do is a lot of community building events for the kind of fitness, yoga, conscious health scene, Pilates, all of that. And then the third thing they do, and this is so powerful and subtle and smart, they pick every store, every year picks up to 5 to 10 ambassadors, they call them, and they give them $1,000 of merchandise. Now, of course, it's $1,000 price tag. It's not $1,000 hard cost. It's the markup is pretty substantial, but they give them $1,000. They just say, here's our store, go and get $1,000 or whatever you want. And these are people who are hubs in the community. They are well connected, they are well respected, and open to endorsing good things. And certainly open to endorsing Lululemon, who just gave them $1,000 of free merchandise. So they give them that, and now what happens, and they take pictures of them, they have them in sort of ads in store and maybe just in the community on posts or maybe in some of the local weekly newspapers. But now people are seeing their friends, they're seeing their community members featured, and every year it changes. And the only catch they say is at the end of the year, would you be willing to give us some feedback on these clothes? So $1,000 of gear, they're wearing it all the time. So now some of the most well-respected, well-connected folks in the community are sporting the Lululemon merchandise. That's a pretty brilliant strategy. So another one, a friend of mine, Dominic Canterbury, who has a website, dc-strategic.com, lives in Seattle. He was working with a massage therapist, and she was frustrated. She was wanting to increase the number of clients she got. So he did a really smart thing. He had her sit down and identify her 5 top clients, the 5 ones she just loved the most, and had her get clear about why is it you like these people, and sent a very carefully crafted email to them saying, I've been reevaluating my business and looking at all the clients that I have, and I asked myself, who are my favorite 5 clients? And I just wanted you to know you're on that list. And here's why. You're punctual, you show up on time, you actually drink water after the massage like I asked you to do, you pay me on time, you tip generously, you refer your friends, you're just so great. I wish all of my clients were like you. And actually that's why I'm writing. Because I want to give a special gift to you because you've been such a wonderful client, and because I know birds of a feather tend to flock together, and you probably have a lot of cool friends who are just like you, who you hang out with, and I would love to have them as clients. So I'm giving you an unlimited number of free 60-minute massages that you can give out to your friends. Unlimited. There was no catch, there's no caveat, and what prevents this from being devalued is that it was just these 5 people and they knew exactly why they were getting it. It wasn't just, hey, everybody, give a free massage to anyone you want. And with the woman, Tammy Johnston in Calgary, with the financial guides, it similarly wasn't, hey, there's a bunch of free passes at the back, just give them to anyone. She gave them one. And there was a very specific context and condition around which they were getting it and being able to pass it on. So anyways, they sent out this email to her 5 clients, and within about a week or two, she had 20 new people sitting on her, lying on her bed getting a massage. And this is a very important point. People who are referred, especially referred by your best clients, are going to be more loyal. They're going to haggle with you less. They're a lot more likely to trust you and to want to work with you on an ongoing basis. It's like they're kind of pre-selected. And it's the kind of thing where if you've a really good friend of yours, someone you really trust, says, hey, I just met this guy, he's really awesome, you're going to really like him, and they sort of endorse that person, when you meet them, it's like you walk in with a positive attitude about them already. It's like, hey, I've heard good things about you. Versus walking in cold, just meeting them, your friend says, oh yes, this is somebody I just met at this party now. Now you're curious and now you have some filters up. So when somebody's referred clients, people who are passed on by your current clients or friends are going to be the best kind of clients that you got. Another example of word of mouth. Oh, and by the way, the word of mouth, the word of mouth materials in the massage therapist example was an email. It's like, if you like, here's an email you can send your friends, kind of pre-written, something they could just cut and paste, send to their friends. And of course, because it was only these 5, most of them tailored it a little bit, but give them something they can send. Make it easy for them to spread the word about you, not difficult. Another example, there's in Seattle again, there's a realtor who focuses on condos, and don't get me started on my political views on this. Anyways, he has condos over cocktails, and it's just at a cocktail bar, and it's like he's there for a couple of hours, and whoever wants to come can come, and he just gives free advice for 2 hours. And this seems so simple. This seems so sort of bizarrely simplistic. But he has about a 75% conversion ratio of people who come to the condos over cocktails to people who end up becoming clients. And if you think about it, it makes sense. Now, what's the gift in this? A lot of the times the gift is going to be an invitation to a free event. And the event has to be high value, low risk. It's got to be valuable, relevant to them, and it should hopefully build your credibility. And part of the credibility, for them even sort of trusting to go to it is because they're invited by a friend. A friend of theirs went to it, said, hey, this condos over cocktails thing is great. And he makes sure he does it on a regular basis, happens at the same place, same time, and gives them little invitations that they can give to their friends. And because it's on a regular basis, it's just easy for people to refer and say, hey, you should check this out. 70% conversion ratio. That's pretty good, especially when you look at the kind of money that happens with condos. So sometimes just don't underestimate the power of free events, especially on a regular basis, to spread word of mouth and to give your own clients a way to connect them with you. Because sometimes what will happen is somebody will love your product or service, but it's like they don't know how to spread the word for you beyond just saying go buy from them. So you give them kind of a ground level. So, with my marketing trainings, I'll do an intro evening, and people can come and check it out, sit in the back. They don't have to sign up on an email list. They can just lurk and leave at the end if they want. Giving them a ground level, a free, it's like the pink spoon. When you go to an ice cream store and they have that little pink spoon, and it gives you enough to taste the ice cream. You know what it tastes like, but it's not enough to satisfy you. So you can taste it and say, I don't like this one, I like this one. And you want to do the same thing with your marketing. What are the pink spoons, the little gifts that you can give that they can spread to your friends, or to their friends rather. So thanks for watching. Again, at the end of this, there's a little website that you can go to where you can find a free PDF report all about word of mouth and how to get referrals with a lot more than we can fit in here. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. We're going to share more stories.